years now. But yeah, and plus I gotta paint those brackets that I never painted, so I gotta sand those and paint those. But I'm gonna get back to y'all when probably either when I get to Lowe's or when I get to my parents' house. Alright YouTube, so I wanted to show y'all what the rotor, or not rotors, I always say different stuff than what I'm supposed to say. The calipers. And y'all seen that bend right there. It's supposed to get fixed sooner or later. But all this has to get repainted. Probably gonna sand all this stuff down. Some of this stuff will chip off. But this is what I got to work with. I have to sand all this stuff down. Sand the bracket down. Sand the rotor down. Because they got painted black at one period of time. And I'm just gonna paint all this red. I don't know if I'm gonna paint that red. Probably end up painting that black, and then maybe end up painting this black, or probably painting it silver, so that it'll look like the back. Cause I think the back is silver. Yeah, well, it's like, let's call it the regular color, but I know I have to paint these. These look horrible now, so I'm probably gonna sand those and paint those. And I'm going to sand this down and repaint it the same color red. So this is what I got to work with right now. So let's get to it. Alright YouTube, so I got the car jacked up. Took all the rims off. Got 2 jack stands and a jack in the back, a jack on the side. So in total we got 2 jack stands. I actually already started on sanding one side. This is one side. As you can see, it used to have all that black stuff or black paint around it, around the rotor. I ended up sanding all that stuff down. Y'all see the other side. But it look pink right now because I've been sanding it, trying to get all the stuff smoothed out. And let's go see what the other side look like. This is what I had to start with. This is how it looked before I started sanding it. So I gotta sand. I started on one side. I only got to sand the front rotors because the backs are brand new, so I don't have to worry about that. Just have to sand the caliper. But yep, that's what I'm working with. So doing that right now, sanding down, and then I'm gonna start taping off. I'm gonna have to paint some parts. I tape out the rotor first, cause I probably paint the rotor, and then this little, what it is, brake dust, whatever, for a brake dust thingy. Paint those. This going black, that's going probably silver, and then the caliper is going red. But let me get on that, and then I'll get back to y'all. Alright YouTube, so I finally got everything taped up. Took me forever to do all 4 sides, so I had to tape all this up because this is supposed to get painted, which I didn't have to do in the back, so I just covered that up. But everything's taped up, wrapped up, so I don't paint none of the suspension stuff. But now we're about to start on primer and paint. First I'm gonna paint this and that, and then I'll start on everything else. Alright, so I done primed everything. That's it. Primed that, painted that black, primed that, painted a little silver. That's still primed. So I gotta wait till that dries and that dries so I can take that off so I don't paint any red on anything. So I'll probably wait a while to do that. Show out the back. Back, I didn't have to do that much because the thing I had to do was paint this so far. And I gotta let that dry so I can cover that up so that I can paint everything red that's supposed to be painted red. But for right now, I'm just playing the waiting game now so that that can dry, and then I can wrap it up. And then I can paint stuff red. I hate waiting on stuff to dry because it all depends on the heat, the weather, and it looked like it was gonna rain earlier, and that was pretty good. The sun actually came out. But now we're playing the waiting game. until then, I'll get back to y'all. So this is with the silver on there, which looks pretty good. That's with the silver. And I covered everything up so that I won't get any paint on the black and the silver, because I'm about to spray red. But it turned out pretty good. That's the front. And this is the back. I want color. You don't see no more rust, basically. But we're about to get started on painting the red. So all this will be one color now. And the front will be one color too. So let's get started on that. So this red that I have is they didn't have no caliper paint, so it's engine paint, but it still holds up to the same amount of heat. So let me spray this over here real quick. Alright, I'm about to spray it on. Just about to mist it real quick, and then start misting on the other side. And then when I come back, it's gonna be a full cover, and y'all see that when I get done. But the red is actually pretty bright, if I say so myself. Very bright. But let me finish this up, and I'll get back to y'all when I give it probably like 2 or 3 coats, maybe 4. Depends on how it looks when I get done. Okay, YouTube, so the car is finally back on the ground, and this is the Calipers painted. That's painted back there. The rotor is painted. Don't mind the little overspray on the rotor because he getting new rotors. That's why we didn't care too much about it. And that's why I didn't like tape it off perfect and stuff like that. But the calipers actually match what the springs, the paint, as you can see. Yep, they both match. This is the back. See the spring back there. And the other sides look just alike. The car is actually dirty, as you can see. The wheels are dirty, the car is dirty. But now it's time to pull that out because that look pink now as you look at both of those 2 reds. So that has to come off. That probably gonna get painted back black, I wanna say. And then we're gonna get a new sling banner. So a few more things. That's coming off, both of those coming off, getting new badges. So just doing a lot of things, taking a little time. I actually got some stuff coming in for the Malibus probably next week. So stay tuned for that video. But I'm done and I'm out of here.